Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to quickly set up hydrology and InfoDrainage and use a network design wizard to automatically size your pipe network and import it back into Civil 3D. By the end of this workflow, you'll have a fully configured drainage network ready for analysis and design in just a few steps. We'll cover the key hydrology settings, storm event setup, and how the network design wizard can streamline the design process by automatically generating pipe sizes and network layouts based on your design criteria with just a few clicks. With that covered, let's jump into the workflow. For this workflow, you can either work off the InfoDrainage file that we created in the first tutorial called InfoDrainage Analysis, or you can work off the already prepared demo file named Hydrology Setup and Network Design Wizard. So I'm going to open up the InfoDrainage Analysis file here. So once you have that open, we're going to go ahead and set up the hydrology. So we're going to click the rainfall/pollutants tab. Then we're going to click Rainfall Manager. Now we're going to click the new symbol here. And we're going to call this Test 1. Then on the Rainfall Manager items list, we're going to select the drop down for the IDF. Then we're going to click Table IDF and we're going to select Add. We're going to name this Virginia Storms. Now we're going to select the first column here, and then we're going to click the Edit Return Period. We're going to add in the 10-year. And then we're going to select this and add the 100-year. So type in 100 here. Now we're going to get our IDF data, so we're going to open the Excel file attached to this demo data set called Virginia Storm Data. For this example, I extracted this IDF data from the NOAA website for a rain gauge located in Virginia, where this proposed site is. I extracted the 10-year and 100-year rainfall intensities for the corresponding durations. So we're going to be using the 10-year event to size the storm sewer. And this is in conformance with the State of Virginia Storm Sewer Guidelines. So now we're going to copy this data over. So we're going to select the duration and intensities. And then we're going to paste it into this table. Now we're going to press OK to exit out. So before we run the Network Design Wizard, we're going to first validate our model. So we can do this by clicking the Analysis tab, then clicking the Validate. So you can see all the errors listed here. So we're going to first fix the pond error by left clicking the error here. And we're going to add in 3 feet and then press OK. For the other errors, we're going to use the tables function in InfoDrainage. We're going to exit out of this, press OK. Then we're going to go to the Build tab. Then we're going to select the tables in the Data tab. So in the Inflows tab, we're going to select the plus sign for the drop down and the plus sign again for catchment areas. Then we're going to select the runoff method. We're going to change everything to modified rational static. So we do that by left clicking and dragging. Then we're going to select the equal sign here. And that'll change everything to modified rational. So now we're going to select the rational method. And we're going to change the time of concentration to 10 for all of the catchments. So we do that by left clicking and dragging the time of concentration column. And then we're going to type in 10 here and press the equal sign. And that'll change everything to 10. Then we're going to press OK. So before we run the Network Design Wizard, we're going to set up a flow path so we can visually see what our pipes look like before they're updated. So in the tree view menu, we're going to deselect the surface. We're going to deselect the inflows so we can see our storm sewer. So in the tree view menu, we're going to go to flow paths all the way at the end here. We're going to right click and select add. Then we're going to click the upstream manhole. And then we're going to click the downstream. So now we could right click the flow path here. You can select Show Profile. You can see what your storm sewer looks like before it's updated. We could exit out of this. So to access the Network Design Wizard, we're going to click on Preliminary Sizing. Then we're going to select the Network Design Wizard. Now we're going to select the flow path that we created here and select Next. Then we're going to select the Rational method and then select the From Library and select Virginia Storms. We're going to click this drop down, select the 10-year, press Next. And for this, we're going to keep the design options default and select Next. So here you can see the pipe changes that happened, outlined in orange, and the manhole changes here, outlined in orange. So now we're going to select Finish, and I'll show you a summary of all the changes that occurred. We can exit out of this, and we can also select our profile. So right-click Flow Paths, select Show Profile, and you can see the pipe changes that happened here. So we could exit out of this. So now we're going to save this file. We're going to do Save As. So we're going to call this Hydraulic Design. Then we're going to click Save. Now this is ready to import back into Civil 3D. So now we're going to open up Civil 3D. We're going to open the model that we saved in the first tutorial called Initial Model, or you can open Civil 3D and InfoDrainage interoperability. So next, we're going to delete the original network design. So we're going to go in the tool space. So in the tool space prospector tab, we're going to open up the catchment areas. We're going to right click and delete those. And then select yes for both. And we're going to do the same for the pipe network. Now we're going to select the InfoDrainage tab, and we're going to click Import from InfoDrainage. Now we're going to select the InfoDrainage file that we created, so Hydraulic Design, and select Next. So for network, we're going to select Create New Network. Then for surface, we're going to select Use Existing Surface. So now we're going to match the corresponding diameters and widths from InfoDrainage to the corresponding Civil 3D part sizes. So you can see the 18-inch here corresponds with the 17.72, so we round up. And the 12-inch corresponds with the 12-inch here. 15-inch corresponds with the 14.76 here. We're going to check the junction mappings. So we're going to match these diameters with the corresponding Civil 3D part sizes. So the 60 diameter for the 4.4 feet and the 48 diameter for the 4 feet. And then we're going to use the null structure to match this one. And then we could click Finish. Next, we can verify the data by creating an alignment. So we can do that by going to the tool space, selecting our network. Then we select the pipe networks up here. Select alignment from network. And we select the upstream manhole, then the downstream. Press enter. Configure the site. Press OK. And we could add in the proposed surface. And then we'll go draw in profile view. Then we'll create the profile view here. And then we can see our pipes here. We can add in labels. Now you can review your final pipe sizes, and now you have successfully used InfoDrainage to update your storm sewer in Civil 3D. That concludes this tutorial, and you can now save the file to complete the workflow.